Hello, everybody. Wrestling Guy back at you once again. The week of reviews continues. This is review number 4, I think. Yeah. NXT, Royal Rumble, Raw, SmackDown, 205 Live, number 5, and I still got NXT to do. It's been a busy week of wrestling, and like I said, all my reviews of my older stuff that I've missed since SummerSlam 2017 will be going up, so don't you worry about that, along with the punishments. And the punishment for this, there's a lot of content from Wrestling Guy coming out in the near future. The new resurgence in 2018 of Wrestling Guy. Welcome to Wrestling Guy vs. 205 Live, January 30th, 2018. The reason this one's being reviewed is not only do I tend to do all the shows right after the Big Four, although Big Five this year, I hear that Money in the Bank is getting its NXT show the night before, so maybe I'll do that line as well. This will not be a regular occurrence. I will not be doing a review of Raw, SmackDown, 205 Live, and NXT every week. That is not happening. I just don't have the time. But for this one, they have fired the Cruiserweight champion Enzo Amore due to rape allegations, and they've taken the title off him, and Daniel Bryan comes out at the start of the show and says he will be announcing the new 205 Live general manager that will try to mitigate and fix the problem. And who is this general manager? It is Rockstar Spud from TNA. Now, I will freely admit I don't watch TNA. I refer you to my 2011 TNA review you can find on YouTube/Wrestling Guy for my thoughts on TNA. However, he's a very small man. I think he's about 5'4". Not that matters, but it'll work in the terms of being a cruiserweight guy, and he'll probably end up in the ring. They've named him Drake Maverick, which I really like. I really like that Maverick name. Maybe it's because it reminds me of the Mega Man X bosses from the Capcom games, Mega Man X games. Could be. Either way, I like the name. He comes out, and he's British, apparently, because as soon as he starts talking, and he says he's going to make 205 Live better. And the first thing he's going to do is address the Cruiserweight Championship situation. And what does he do? He announces a 16-man Cruiserweight tournament that will culminate at WrestleMania 34. So for the next 2 months, there'll be a tournament with matches on every week on 205 Live. Everyone on the roster and some others are going to be given an opportunity to become the Cruiserweight Champion. I like this, and me and Wrestling Brother will be making picks for this tournament, as well as the Mixed Match Challenge, and there will be a punishment for both of those. And I also hear that there's going to be the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. We'll be picking those, and there'll be a punishment for that as well. So, let's get on with the show. The first match is Cedric Alexander versus Gran Metalik. And poor Cedric Alexander. First, he tries to be the Cruiserweight champion by winning a number 1 contenders match against Rich Swann, but then he gets suspended due to domestic abuse allegations, so they had to do it over. Then, he gets the chance to face the Cruiserweight champion at the Royal Rumble, but doesn't get to because Enzo Amore gets fired. So now he has to win after being made the number 1 contender twice, he now has to win a 16-man tournament in order to get another shot at the title. So poor guy, although he seems okay with it, so he goes out there with Gran Metalik, and they have a hell of a match. Just a lot of acrobatics. Like, this is the cruiserweight style I think most people associate with cruiserweights as being the only style of cruiserweights that there is. Now, that's not true. There are ground and pound wrestlers and submission-based cruiserweight wrestlers and things of that nature. Not that there's anything wrong with the high-flying style, but I think this match is what people think all cruiserweights are like. And that's just not the case. I mean, Enzo Amore is proof of that. So, but the thing is, this match was really entertaining. So, and it could have gone the other way at several points. In the end, Cedric Alexander hits the lumbar check on Gran Metalik and gets the 1-2-3, and he is now one step closer to the Cruiserweight title. And be honest, I see him making it to the finals, if not winning the thing outright, depending on who else is in it. Just because that's the story that should have been told twice now. That hasn't had a chance to be told, so I don't see any reason why you wouldn't. After that, the other match is a heel, I guess, because I don't regularly watch 205 Live. TJP, who wants to be announced as the first ever Cruiserweight champion because he did win the Cruiserweight Classic to become the first Cruiserweight champion. He will be taking on Tyler Bate, who won the UK tournament to become the first ever UK champion in the first round. And this is pretty interesting because those are the two major tournaments of the last year, aside from the Mae Young Classic, that have happened. So, and the match was fantastic. So many near falls. Tyler Bate was getting his leg worked on the whole match by TJP. I'd sold it beautifully. At one point, Tyler Bate hits the bop, punches TJ right in the face, and he sells the wobbly leg sell. I love that. So it just fantastic stuff the whole way through. Tyler Bate tries to go for the spiral tap, which is the move AJ used to do off the top rope, a spinning cross body. I don't even know what you call it. Misses. TJP gets the knee bar on him, but Tyler Bate makes the ropes and he has to let go. And then at the end, Tyler Bate tries to go for the Tyler Driver 97, which makes me feel really old because I was not born in 97, quite a while before that. But as he does, TJ rolls through and pins Tyler Bate and has the tights. 1, 2, 3, TJP advances into the next round of the Cruiserweight Championship Tournament, which again makes sense. He was the winner of the Cruiserweight Classic. Too bad for Tyler Bate. I'm not really sure what's going on with him. He's only 20 years old, so the fact that he's as good as he is actually really astounding. This guy's got another, 15 years in wrestling before his body starts to slow down at all. So, the limitless potential for that guy. I don't know where he goes. I know on NXT he is going to be facing Roderick Strong for the number one contendership to the UK title. And I will be reviewing that. And I'm looking forward to that as well. So maybe he can win that and get in line back for the the UK title. So yeah. After that, they say there'll be 2 more first-round matches next week. It'll be Kalisto versus Lince Dorado. Oh, Grand Metalik was backstage with both Kalisto and Lince Dorado talking about how they're going to psych themselves up to do this. So I guess the 2 of them are facing off next week as well. And Hideo Itami, who is new to the Cruiserweight scene, he was on NXT, will be facing Roderick Strong. So much like Tyler Bate, Roderick Strong will be getting a shot at 2 different number one contenderships. So we'll see how that goes. But again, since this is on after the Mixed Match Challenge and is only a half hour long, I really think that it's much more streamlined. I like that. There wasn't much time for bullshit. The only other thing I want to mention is Drew Gulak gives Drake Maverick flowers and says, you and I together can make a better 205 Live. And I just really like that. So I really enjoyed 205 Live. I feel like I'm saying that a lot for these shows. They're fun. They're minimal bullshit this time out. So, thank you guys so much for joining me on Wrestling Guy vs. 205 Live, January 30th, 2018. Be sure to join me for NXT. That one doesn't really have a title. I think it's just NXT Weekly. Ooh.
What a story, Mark.